Okay, so this class will be the continuation of the same. Okay, so as I said, just like in this class, what we'll be seeing is we'll be seeing problems of each type. Okay, I've said some 5 types of questions in seating arrangement. Okay, we are going to see the problems. Okay, that is found in each type. Okay, found in each type, and we will be solving all these things in today's class. Okay, so that is in today's class we'll be seeing that. Okay, we will be seeing 5 different types of problems. Okay, so but before that, before going straight away into the problems, I just want to give you a small revision or summarization, okay, of the topics, like what I taught in the previous class, so that after having some revision, okay, we can move on to the problems, so that it will be easy for you. Okay, so what I taught in the previous classes, I explained you, okay, about the what is seating arrangement, okay, why it has been given such an important and logical reasoning. Okay, I would have said that, and what is the base for seating arrangement, that is directions. I would have said that you should be very well aware, okay, very well aware and know about the directions. Okay, all the 8 directions you must be aware of. You must also be well aware of the angles, okay, the clockwise and anti-clockwise rotation, okay, as well as the left and right hand side of each and every direction. Okay, so I would have said all these things in your basics of seating arrangement class. Okay, so yeah, like literally I would have said that knowing the basics of directions will always help you in solving the seating arrangement question easily. Okay, that is what I have said you. And apart from that, I would have taught you about the different types of questions, okay, which can be asked in seating arrangement. What are the different types of questions that can be asked in seating arrangement? Okay, right from linear till circular, linear, parallel, square, rectangle, and circular. So in today's class, we'll be seeing the examples of all these types. Okay, a simple example, not a difficult one. Okay, I'm going to teach you the simple example of all these types. Okay, so that is what, and then I would have taught you how to approach, how to just read and approach the problem. Okay, how to deal away with the problem. I would have said you that, like you must see the question properly, understand the framework of the question, what is being asked. Okay, and after moving on to the clues, go for the direct clues, and then go for the clues that is in relation with the other clues. Okay, so in this way I would have taught you in your previous class. Okay, so these are the things we just saw in detail. Okay, it is what I've said now is just a summarization of all these things. Okay, in detail with an example I would have taught you in your basics class. Okay, so now moving on into this class, the second class of seating arrangement. Okay, I wish to teach you the simpler question of all the types. Okay, so obviously in all the types you will be having questions on 3 different variants. Okay, first will be all the questions that is very simple. Okay, very simple question. Okay, just with having a little bit of logical thinking you can solve it. Okay, the next type will be a moderate one. Okay, most of the questions will be of the moderate type. Okay, and then the third is the difficult one. Okay, difficult one in the sense I'm mentioning the questions that is being asked in your government exams, like the exams which you face like UPSC, okay, or for some other bank exams. Okay, so in some way like that you will have questions from these topics where the questions will be a very difficult one. Okay, difficult one in the sense you will not be provided with a direct clue. Okay, so you'll be having some possibilities out of it, out of which you have to solve these questions like that. Okay, so we'll be seeing all these 3 variants, okay, in the upcoming classes. So in today's class we'll start with the simpler question of all the types. Okay, so here I'm going to explain you. Okay, I'm going to explain you the question. Okay, and the answer as well as the answer for all the 5 types, and then I'll be posting questions for you to solve and give me the answer. Okay, both will be done. Okay, so do listen to the classes properly. Okay, I'll be explaining all the questions. Okay, in today's class. So we'll be seeing out of 5 to 6 questions overall in this class. Okay, so the questions will be posted both in the chat box as well as it will be presented on the screen. Okay, I'll be teaching you. It will be presented on the screen. You can look at the board. Okay, fine. I'm going into the class. Okay, so the question is posted both in the chat box as well as on the screen. Okay, I'll be solving that question. I'll be explaining you in detail and I will solve the question. Okay, after solving, you guys have to reply me in the chat box for the questions that is given below, like 1, 2, 3. Okay, all the 3 questions. After solving, by looking at the arrangement, you have to answer me all the 3 questions. Okay. So first we are going to, as I said, so what we are going to do, we are going to read the question properly and then understand the framework first. Okay, so here A, B, C, D, E, F and G are friends sitting in a single row facing north. So from the first line of the question, we got the framework as this question is a linear seating arrangement having 7 friends from A to G. Okay, 7 friends sitting in a linear seating arrangement, okay, in a row, okay, and everyone is facing north. So what my framework will be, I should have a line, okay, line, and then I should have 7 position starting from the end. Okay, 7 position. So for my understanding, I'll just have this direction diagram. These people are facing north. This will be the left hand side and this will be the right hand side for this particular question, for this particular direction. Okay. So as I would have said in your previous class itself, in linear seating arrangement, you will have at the maximum of 2 directions. Okay. Minimum only 1 direction will be there, or at the maximum of 2 directions. So here you can see only 1 direction, that is also people are facing north. So it is easy for you to solve. Okay, now we are going to go for the clues and then solve it. Okay, so here D is to the immediate right of C. Okay, D is to the immediate right of C is the first clue. Okay, so D is sitting on the right hand side, that is immediate right of C. But we got to know that for this, what is the answer? C and D. Towards the immediate right, D is sitting. But we don't know, okay, where to place C and D, because we just have a blank framework. Okay, we just have a blank framework where there is no particular thing has been fixed till now. Out of 7, not even 1 or 2 has been fixed. So we can't decide where to have the C and D in this particular position. So what I did is, I'm just writing okay, the possibility, the correct meaning of the sentence, okay, beside the clues. Okay, correct meaning of the sentence beside the clues. D is to the immediate right of C. So to the immediate right of C, I'm having D. I'm just right there. Okay, now going on to the join on the particular time. 9:45 is your class. You can't join at any time, and you're disturbing my class. Okay, the next point is E and A are neighbors of F. Okay, which means what? Neighbors, those who are present, okay, around you, those who are sitting around you are called as neighbors. Since these people are sitting in a single row, okay, those who are sitting towards the left and right, okay, of F is called as the neighbors actually. Okay, so E and A are neighbors of F. So what is the possibility here? What is the possibility here? E, F, okay, and A. This is also possible, or you can have A, F, and E. Because E and F neighbors, they can be present either on the left or right side, okay, respectively. Okay, this is the possibility. Again, I can't fix EAF or AEF because I'm already having two possibility over there, and moreover that in the framework, not even one single character has been fixed. So I can't use that. So I'm just written the possibility beside the clue. Okay. Now B is to the immediate left of C and on second place from leftmost end. So here if you look at it, okay, B is to the immediate left of C. Already you have a clue that D is on the immediate right of C, and here you get that B is on the immediate left of C, which means what? I'm merging these two together so that I'm having like this. D is on the immediate right of C and B is on the immediate left of C. Okay, I'm merging all these together and see there, B is on the immediate left of C and on second place from the leftmost end. So obviously you got a particular point. What is the particular point? B is on the second place from leftmost end. So now I can fix it. What I'll do, for this is the first position, this is the second position, I'll fix B here. Okay, B is the second position from the immediate left of C. Obviously C and D will come here. That is known. Okay, that is known. So in out of 7, 3 position has been filled. Okay, now like look at the next clue. A is on the rightmost end. Okay, A is on the rightmost end, which is a direct clue. So I am marking A over here. Okay, out of 7, okay, 4 positions has been filled. Now go into the second clue. Okay, you have 2 possibilities. Okay, here the possibility and this rightmost end, you can't have F and E further. Right? Possibility is ruled out. So the only possibility is E, F, and A. Okay, E, F, and A. The remaining letter is G, which comes here on the leftmost end. So the correct sequence, correct arrangement, regularized pattern for this particular question is G, B, D, E, F, and A. Okay. Now I have just explained you mark or how to arrive at the answer. Now you guys give me the answer for the 3 questions. Posted in the chat box too. You guys provide the answer for these 3 questions. Who is in between C and E? And who are the neighbors of G? What is the position of E? Okay, post the answers in the chat box. Quick, just be looking at the answer box. Okay, the third question, Surya has said it is 5th, but what 5th? From where it is fifth. If you're going to say fifth from the left, I will say third from the right. So what is the which is correct? You have to mention it clearly. What is the position of E? Third from the right is also right, it's also correct, and fifth from the left is also correct. Okay, fine. So this is this question. Okay, this question which I've explained to you is a linear type question having single row, okay, and a simpler one. Okay, now I'm going to explain you the second type of question, that is the parallel type question. Okay. A similar way, the question will be posted in the chat box. Okay, the question is there now. So after solving, I'll be posting questions in the chat box to give me the answer for the same. Okay. Now, for the comparison, I'm having both. I will solve and I'll say you the comparison of the both things. Okay. So that first one will also be on the screen. Okay. So the question here is, first we have to read the question properly. Okay. The question here is 5 boys, namely Ashwin, Deepesh, Ishan, Chetan and Vipin. Okay, and 5 girls, Parul, Kovita and Vimala. Okay, these 10 members are sitting in 2 rows facing each other. From this side, sitting in 2 rows facing each other, you got to know that the question here is seating arrangement. Okay, so and you have nearly 10 members. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll first draw a parallel. Okay. Parallel line. Okay, and then 5 boys and 5 girls. Okay, they are facing each other. I will have this as boys, this rows as boys, and this rows as girls. Okay, I should have 5 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, similarly here. So they are facing each other. So it will be like this. So as I have mentioned earlier in the previous class itself, in the parallel seating arrangement, you are having maximum of 2 directions. A directional diagram will have north, okay, as well as south, because only 2 directions, north and south. So I am mentioning the left and right beside this for my reference. Okay, so everything, the framework, okay, everything is done. Now we are going to look for the clues and then solve it. Okay, so now Ishan, who is to the immediate right of Bipin and opposite to Parul, is not at any end. So from the first clue, it is clear that Ishan is not sitting either on the left end as well as on the right end. Not on both ends, he is not going to sit. He will sit at any position in the middle. Okay, so in the middle you have only 3 positions. So in these 3 positions only Ishan is going to sit. And you have one more clue here. What is that? Ishan, who is to the immediate right of Bipin. So obviously Bipin and Ishan are going to sit together. Okay, so if we find out the positions of Ishan and Bipin, we will get 2. The 2 positions will be filled up easily. Okay, but what is the problem here is we don't know. We have 3 positions, so we can't guess and have a probability or possibility of way to put Ishan and Bipin together. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just write the clues here. Okay, I'll just write the clues here so that we can fix them later after knowing the exact position. So Ishan moves to the immediate right of Bipin. Okay, so here boys are facing south. Okay, so in that, if they are facing south, the right hand side will be on the opposite towards the northern side. So Ishan is on the immediate right of Bipin. Okay, so if this is Bipin, okay, Ishan will be on the immediate right. Since they are facing south, Ishan is on the immediate right of Bipin, that is E and B. If they are facing north, Ishan will come on the exact right of the Bipin. Okay, so this is the correct notation of Ishan and Bipin. Okay, and opposite to Parul. So Ishan is opposite to Parul. Okay, so this is the exact meaning of the first clue. Okay, now we can fix that anyway, so we will have that. Okay, now going on to the next clue. Radha, who is immediate to the right of Komal and opposite to Chetan, is at one of the ends. So here, Radha, who is the immediate right of Komal. So since girls are facing north, okay, Radha is on the immediate right of Komal. So Radha is on the immediate right of Komal. Okay, and opposite to Chetan. Okay, Radha's immediate right of Komal and opposite to Chetan is at one of the ends. This clue itself will fix the position of Komal, Komal, Radha and Chetan, because Radha should come on the immediate right of Komal. So if I put Komal here, Radha here, Chetan here, okay, this will not be satisfied. It is at one of the ends. Radha should come on one of the ends. So if I put Radha here in this position, okay, in this position, if I put Radha, I can't have Komal. So my only possibility is to have Komal here, okay, Radha here, and opposite to Radha you have Chetan. So out of 10, 3 position is fixed from the second clue itself. Okay, this has been done. Now next to Komal. Okay, Ashwin is opposite to Komal. We can mark it Komal. Okay, who is the third to the right of Savita? Okay, who is the third to the right of Savita? Komal is third to the right of Savita. Ashwin is opposite to Komal, who is third to the right of Savita. So third to the right. So this will be the first, second, and third. So after Savita, okay, you have 1, 2, 3. Towards the third right, you have Komal, and Ashwin is opposite to Komal. So from this itself, it is clear that these 2 positions should be filled up with Ishan and Bipin, because Ishan will not come in the end. Okay, so we can fix Ishan, okay, and Bipin here. Okay, we can fix Ishan and Bipin here, and if opposite to Ishan you have Parul. So this is fixed. Now look at the fourth clue. First is also fixed. Okay, third is also fixed. Now Deepesh and Vimala are not opposite to each other. They should not come opposite to each other. Obviously they will not come opposite to each other. Deepesh will come here and Vimala will come here. Okay. So the correct seating arrangement will be, in the boys it is D, E, B, A, C. In the girls it is S, P, V, K, R. Okay. Any doubts in this question? See, I am having on the screen, I have comparison for both here as well as the parallel. Okay, if you have any doubts, okay, in these 2 questions, that's because after this I will be moving on into next type of questions. I can come back to this. Okay, we have to concentrate that more. We have more directions there. So if you have any doubts in these 2 questions, feel free to ask me now. Okay. In meantime, I'll be posting questions for the second question. Do answer those questions. Okay, there are 4 questions. Do answer. I'll be posting in the chat box. Give me a quick reply for these questions. And for people who can't understand, please feel free to ask me. Have serial numbers and post the answers so that it will be easy for me to understand. And please don't join the class as per you wish. Your timing is 9:45. You can't join as per your wish. Good, you guys are answering, responding very well. I appreciate you guys for that. Good. Fine. So I hope no doubts from your class. No doubts from your class on these two questions. Can I move on to the next set of questions? The next type of questions? Just reply with yes or no so that it will be easy for me to. Good. Okay. This is a question from circular seating arrangement. Okay. 6 friends are sitting in a circle and are facing the center of the circle. Deepa is between Prakash and Pankaj. Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit. Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. So this is the question. Okay. So my framework is circle. Okay, and here all the directions is involved. All the directions is involved, but I'll just mention with not. That is enough for me. 6 friends. I will have 6 words. Yes, 6. Now. They are facing the center of the circle. That is also the direction is important. All of them are facing the center, the circle. Deepa is between Prakash and Pankaj. Okay, so Prakash, Deepa, and Pankaj. Or you can also have Pankaj, Deepa, Prakash. Both are possible. Okay. Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit. So Preeti will come in between Mukesh and Lalit. Okay. Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. So from this you can start. Okay. So solving the question. Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. Okay, so now I can place the remaining two, Prakash, Deepa, Pankaj, or Prakash, Deepa, Pankaj. Okay. Similarly, the remaining position will be filled with Mukesh, Preeti, and Lalit. Okay. So what I am going to do is you can do at any position. Okay, because it is not given clearly at this position. Wait a minute. Okay, it's not given at this position. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just fix somewhere over here. Prakash, Deepa, and Pankaj, and Mukesh, Preeti, and Lalit. It is a very simple question from circular seating arrangement. Okay, because there is no directions, like no directions being involved. Okay, we did not see for the left and right here. No directions being involved. It's a very easiest question. So now we'll see with the next question. Since this is not being given properly, like any direction, we'll see directions. With the directions, once again, take the question. Okay, the other question. The question is also there in the chat box. Okay, 8 persons sit around a circular table. Okay, so 8 persons are there. They're sitting around a circular table. Some of them face towards the center, while the others face the center. Okay, so first I'll have the framework. 8 persons. Okay, now we're going to start with the clues. G sits opposite to the person who sits to the immediate right of D. Okay, so some people is going to sit, okay, to the immediate right of D. Okay, to them, to right opposite, you have G. Okay, so G will sit opposite to some person, okay, who is to the immediate right of D. This person, okay. Next, G face towards the center. So G is going to face towards the center. We don't know where to put G. We'll wait. Okay. Two persons sit between D and E. Okay. So between persons, two persons sit between D and E. H sits second to the left of C and to the immediate right of E. Okay. H and D face in opposite directions. Okay. H is opposite directions. E faces same direction as D. Person who sits second to the right of H faces outside. F doesn't sit beside D. B sits third to the right of F. A doesn't sit second to the right of C. And A and B face in opposite direction to that of E. C doesn't sit to the immediate left of E. So here from this question itself, it is clear that this is difficult or a moderate level of question. Okay. Here what they have said, out of 8 persons, some of them face towards center, but others face outside the center. So we do not know how many people are going to face towards the center also. Okay. So we can't mark the arrow mark here. Okay. We don't know how many people are going to face the center. Okay. So I am going to start with H and D face in opposite directions. So H and D are going to face in opposite directions. So what I am going to do is I start. Okay. Sorry. I'll just start off with H. Okay. So that they are facing in opposite directions. So I'll just start off with H. We'll start with here. They are going to face this side. D will face that side. Okay, H and D are facing in opposite direction. Now, G sits opposite to the person who sits to the immediate right of D. Okay, so they sit on the immediate right. So in this position, the immediate right will be left and this will be right. Immediate right, and G will face here. The clear G will face here. So here the immediate right position is this and this, okay, and G will face here. And what they are saying, G is facing towards the center. Okay, that is done. Two persons are sitting between D and E. Okay, we don't know at which position. Okay, H sits second to the left of C and to the immediate right of E. We don't know where H, E and all, so we'll just have this. E faces same direction as E. Person who sits second to the right of H faces outside. So second to the right of H, some person will sit, okay, and that person will face outside. Okay, so second to the right is this position. Okay, some person is going to sit here, but they are facing outside. H faces outside. Okay. Next, F doesn't sit beside D. Okay, B sits third to the right of F. F doesn't sit beside D. So in this position or in this position, you will not have F. F should come only at 1, 2, and 3 in this position. B sits third to the right of F. Okay. A doesn't sit second to the right of G. So towards the right of G, A will not sit here. Okay. A and B face in opposite direction to that of E. Okay, C doesn't sit immediate to the left of E. So first we are going to take some possibilities because all the points, the clues given here is somewhat confusing. So we have to take the possibility and then we have to solve. Okay, I'm going to take the possibility of this clue. There are two persons between D and E. Okay. I'm going to have that clue. So my possibility is E over here. Okay. The other possibility is should come D E over here. So I'll just write top of it. Now some point we will get. Okay. From here itself, it's clear that second to the left of C and second to the left of C and to the immediate right of E. So if H is on the immediate right, the direction of E will be, direction of E should be this northern direction. Only in this case H will come on the immediate right of E. Okay, so here you can't have the immediate right, so E will come only over here. From this itself, this possibility is ruled out. Okay, this possibility is ruled out. So towards the right of E you have H, and second to the left of C, so I should have C here. Okay, I think I should have C here. Okay, that is the correct position. So that second to the left of C, it is clear. Now out of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 position is filled. Remaining 3 we have to find. Okay, the remaining letters are A, B. Okay, so now here H and D face in opposite direction. E faces same direction as that of E. D. Person who sits second to the right of H faces outside. Okay, F doesn't sit beside D, so F will not come. Look at that clue. F will not come at this position as well as this position, so F should come here. Okay, this position is fixed. Now only remaining 2. Okay, B sits third to the right of F. Okay, so B sits third to the right of F. So through third to the right you have B here. Okay, the remaining is A. Remaining is A. Okay, and the directions will be facing outside. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. It's a bit confusing. It will take time for you to solve. Okay, because they didn't even mention how many people are facing inside, how many people are facing outside. Just by having some possibility, I've just cracked this question. Doubts? I hope you guys will have doubts. Doubts on this question? Everyone clear? Having any doubts on this question? Take time. You just copy this question. Okay. Even copy that, take the screenshot of the answer too. Okay, do give a try. Okay, for this question, so that you will crack it down easily. We'll see the next type of question. Next is the square type. Next is the square type question. Okay, 8 persons are sitting in a round, sitting around a square table. Okay, here 4 persons are sitting at the middle. 4 persons are sitting at the middle, the side of the square, and all are facing inside. All are facing inside. Okay, remaining 4 are sitting at the corners. Remaining 4 are sitting at the corners, facing outside. Now, T sits third to the right of V. We don't know where is T, where is V, so we'll just have 8 persons are sitting between U and P. We don't know where is U and P. R goes to the immediate neighbor. P sits opposite to S. Again, we don't know where is R, P, and S. W faces Q. W sits immediate right of P. What I'll do is start with that. W faces Q. You can also start with this position also. But northern side is easier for me to solve. So I'm taking this position of W and Q. Okay, W faces Q. W sits immediate right of T. So towards the right of T, okay, you have W. This is right, this is left. Okay, now T sits third to the right of V. So because we know of A, we got to know 3 positions W. Now I'm going to find clue that is in relation to these 3 positions so that I can fix it easily and fast. Okay, so T sits third to the right of. So this is V. This is the right hand side. 1, 2, and 3. You have T. This is also filled. Now 2 persons are sitting. There is no clues in relation with U and P. We have only T, W, V, and Q. So with that, R, who is the immediate neighbor of P, sits opposite to S. Even here, it is speaking about R, P, and S. Okay, so R, P, S, and U should be filled. Now, there is no relation between the letters that we have filled and the letters we have to find. What I will do is, I will have some trick here to find. What is they are saying? R, who is immediate neighbor of P. So, this means what? R and P should come together. There should not be any letter in between them. Now look at the diagram. Okay, in between this vacant position and this vacant position, you have V. Between this and this, you have Q. Okay, so only these 2 positions are empty and they are together. So obviously, R and P should come only at that position. Now we just want to decide and finalize at which position you should have R and which position you should have P. Okay, for that look at the question. R, who is the immediate neighbor of P, sits opposite to S. So R is sitting opposite to S. If I place R here, you have V in the opposite. You can't change V. Okay, so R sits opposite to S. Okay, R is opposite to S and R and P are sitting together. The only remaining thing is U, which will come here. And 2 persons are sitting between U and P is also satisfied. Okay, so the correct seating arrangement is starting from Q towards the clockwise direction. It is Q, R, P, T, W, S, V, and U. Okay, understood? Understood, everyone? So that's all for today. Okay, so we have seen 5 questions. Okay, from all types. Even rectangular seating arrangement is also similar to square. So I don't want to teach you separately that. It's also similar to square. So I'm stopping with this. So we saw one singular linear arrangement question, parallel linear arrangement question, and the 2 circular type of question. One is simple and one is the difficult one, and one square table question. Okay, on today's class. In the further classes, we'll be seeing questions which has higher difficulties. Okay, much difficulties without even having the direction or number of people also. We'll be solving it, okay, in the upcoming classes. Is there any doubt in today's class till now? If you guys have any doubt, you can ask me. The rest of the 5 minutes for the doubt session, you can ask me. If there is no doubt, you can leave. We can see the next class. Thank you.